Elijah bursts onto the stage of history shrouded in mystery, a whirlwind of zeal and righteous fury, a solitary figure confronting kings and challenging the wicked. He is a man of stark contrasts, fierce yet compassionate, unwavering in his faith, yet prone to moments of deep despair. His name in Hebrew, Eliyahu, means, "My God is Yahweh." Elijah lived in a time of profound spiritual crisis. The Israelites, God's chosen people, had strayed from the path of righteousness. The kingdom of Israel, once united under the wise rule of King David and his son Solomon, lay fractured. Idolatry had taken root. The worship of Baal, with its promises of earthly prosperity, had seduced many Israelites. King Ahab, the ruler of the northern kingdom, had not only allowed this apostasy to flourish, he had actively encouraged it. He married Jezebel, the daughter of a Sidonian king, a worshipper of Baal. Jezebel was a woman of fierce ambition and unwavering devotion to her god. She encouraged the construction of temples to Baal and persecuted the prophets of Yahweh. Into this maelstrom of idolatry and corruption stepped Elijah. Elijah's words were not a curse, but a consequence. The heavens closed, and the rain ceased. The sun beat down relentlessly, scorching the earth. The once fertile fields withered and died. Rivers turned to trickles, then to dust. Famine stalked the land. Ahab, urged by Jezebel, blamed Elijah for the drought, accusing him of invoking the wrath of Yahweh upon the land. But Elijah had vanished, disappearing into the wilderness as mysteriously as he had arrived. The widow, her faith tested by hardship, had only a handful of flour and a meager amount of oil left. She was preparing a final meager meal for herself and her son, resigned to their fate. But Elijah, guided by God, intervened. "Do not be afraid," he told her. "Go and do as you have said. But first, make a small cake of bread for me, from what you have, and bring it to me. And then make something for yourself and your son. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says: the jar of flour will not be used up, and the jug of oil will not run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the land." The widow, her heart filled with a flicker of hope, obeyed. And then, a miracle unfolded. Day after day, the jar of flour remained full. The jug of oil never ran dry. After 3 long years of drought and famine, God commanded Elijah to return to Israel, to confront Ahab, and to expose the emptiness of Baal. Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to a contest on Mount Carmel, a showdown that would determine, once and for all, the true God of Israel. Hundreds of Israelites gathered on the slopes of the mountain, their faces etched with anxiety and anticipation. 2 altars were erected, one for Yahweh and one for Baal. The prophets of Baal danced and chanted, their voices rising in a frenzied crescendo. They slashed themselves with swords and spears, desperate to elicit a response from their god. But their efforts were in vain. No fire fell from the sky. When it was Elijah's turn, he rebuilt the altar of Yahweh, which had been torn down. He laid the wood, prepared the sacrifice, and then, in a powerful display of faith, he ordered the altar to be doused with water. Then, Elijah raised his hands to heaven and prayed, "O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel," he cried out, "let it be known this day that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant, and have done all these things at your command. Answer me, O Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, O Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again." The heavens opened. Fire shot down from the sky, consuming the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, the soil, and even licking up the water in the trench. The people fell to their knees, their faces illuminated by the divine fire. "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God," they cried out in unison. Despite this resounding victory, Elijah's triumph was short-lived. Jezebel, enraged by the death of her prophets, threatened to kill him. Fear gripped Elijah's heart. Elijah's story is a testament to the complexities of faith. He was a man of immense courage and unwavering conviction, yet he was also capable of experiencing profound doubt and fear. Despite his moments of weakness, Elijah's legacy looms large in the history of Israel. He is revered as one of the greatest prophets of the Old Testament, a fiery champion of Yahweh who fought tirelessly against idolatry and apostasy. His life and ministry served as a beacon of hope during a dark period in Israel's history, and his message continues to resonate with people of faith today. Elijah's story does not end with his death. He is said to have ascended to heaven in a whirlwind, his earthly mission complete. But his spirit lived on, inspiring generations to come. Elijah's story, with its themes of faith, doubt, courage, and redemption, continues to resonate with people of all faiths.